Well, Trials Rising has been officially announced and the trailer has dropped, and I'm sure by now everybody has seen it who cares to see it, whether you want to or not. And yeah, I am totally stoked. I've been a Trials fan since Trials HD on the Xbox 360. That was kind of when I jumped into it. Trials 1 and Trials 2 for the PC, I didn't even know they existed. But yeah, I am super stoked about it. And I hate even using that word. I hate the word stoked when people say I'm stoked. But it's true. I'm so excited. This is like one of my top games I'm waiting for now. And the release window is February 2019. 2019. So that's going to be a crazy ass year, especially starting off with Trials Rising. And there's a couple of things from the trailer that I noticed that I wanted to just throw out there really quick. I'm not in my normal mode right here. I'm just kind of in a different room. But I just want to make this video really quick and kind of talk about it. So the first thing I noticed is that right off the bat, we have 8-player multiplayer. So this is really cool. This is something that Trials Fusion already has, but it didn't launch with. So Trials Rising looks like it could actually launch with that feature, which is one of the things that I mentioned in my video, the evolution of Trials that I made a few weeks back. So I'm excited to see that. I definitely think multiplayer, it should be available in all games, especially games that could really benefit from it, like Trials. Another cool thing, speaking about multiplayer, is if you look close, you'll notice that there's a lot of riders. There's several bikes on one drive line. So it's not like you have 8 different lanes or 4 different lanes. There's multiple riders on the same drive line, which sounds ridiculous. Like, how does that work? Are you gonna if you hit somebody else, does it bump them, or does it affect them in any way? Or are you like ghosts where you kind of just go through each other? I'm really curious to know how that works. But man, the possibilities just with that alone are just opening up. And it's, of course, built from the ground up with the current generation of consoles in mind. It's going to be launching on the Xbox One, the PS4, the PC, and the Nintendo Switch. So if you are a Nintendo fan and you purchase all their consoles, you have no excuse to not buy Trials now. This is the first Trials game to ever come out on a Nintendo console. So, and what a game to have come out first. It looks good. It looks really good. It looks like it's going to be returning to the original kind of Trials look that made the original, Trials HD and Trials Evolution so popular. It's like more of that realistic motorcycle or dirt bike action. No more of that, futuristic stuff or unicorns or 1980s throwback retro stuff. I just want. It's basically like a redone Trials Evolution is what it looks like in terms of the aesthetics, plus all the multiplayer stuff. So there's not really much details. We have the release window, February 2019. We know the consoles and systems it's going to be available on. We know that it's going to have at least 8-player multiplayer, and with a regular Supercross and the single drive line. It just looks so cool. I had a lot of really cool ideas for tracks to build. And if they did not announce a new Trials game at E3, I probably would have just started building them for Trials Fusion on Xbox One. One more thing I'm hoping that they can do with Trials Rising is make it to where Track Central is shared across all platforms, just right out of the gates. Because that's one thing that Trials Fusion lacked. You basically each Track Central was specific to that platform. So if you knew a lot of really good track builders and they were on a specific system, you had to get it for that system to play that track. That's not the case anymore, but at launch, that was the case, and it really sucked and it really divided the community up. But yeah, those are my quick thoughts on this Trials Rising, and man, I'm so excited. I have some really cool ideas. A new tornado track. Maybe not. We'll see. I made like 6 of them already, but anyways, yeah, I got some cool ideas, and I cannot wait to start building in February for a new audience and a new game. I am super, super stoked about it, dudes. Super totally awesome.